Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday the 1st of October 2015. And just before we get into the markets, we received a few questions from some of you that are new to Pinpoint Trader, saying that your daily chart looks similar to this one that's on the screen at the moment. Yesterday I did record a video showing you how to remove these pivot points. They're set by default in the software. It is going to be removed by the programmer, so at the moment it just makes your computer, or rather the daily chart, look like it's been spattered with paint. But again, just to show you how to remove those, it's very quickly a quick exercise. Just come into settings, pivot points, and also you'll see these other grey lines as well. They're support and resistance lines. You don't want those on the daily chart either. And then just left click on apply, and that clears the whole thing up. And remember, you need to actually save the workspace as well so they don't reappear. And it's as simple as that. It's only a couple of mouse clicks, but it is being addressed as I record this. It's just an anomaly in the software there. Right, let's have a look and see what happened yesterday. I have to say, yesterday was probably the most curious day I have ever seen in 24 years, 25 years of trading. We had this move in the pre-market session, which was absolutely fantastic. If we just draw in the range, and I spoke about this yesterday, we had 150 point range, and then we had absolutely nothing when the market kicked off at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. You can see the market traded up. We had this signal here. I took a loss on that one of 36 points, and then I bought this one. And then I hung on to this one because I knew the market would trade to this psychological level, because that's the way the markets were trading yesterday. It's a slightly intuitive thing, but I mean, it's also one that can actually be carried out as a pragmatic exercise as well, just purely by simply marking the trades up and going with every trade. But there was just something about it yesterday. I knew the market was going to continue higher. There was no selling around. It was just very, very strange. This all became abundantly clear later on in the evening session, but in the pre-market session there was no rhyme or reason for it. It just became incredibly and painfully quiet, which was most odd. But the loss was recovered, and if you go to the Pinpoint Trader website, look under additional training videos, you will actually find the video for yesterday's trade up there. It's not there at the moment. There's all sorts of other trades there, but the one from yesterday's pre-market session will be there, and I'll show you how I recovered this trade from yesterday and why it was quiet. You'll also notice this orange line that I've marked up on the chart. Again, I'll reveal in the video why I actually placed that on the chart and why it was so important yesterday. If you recall, in the daily chart I drew in this line and I've transposed it across there, and I'll show you that in the video, and that's why the market struggled with it. And then you can see how the market came back. Then we had a buy signal in the quiet session, and then the market continued to move higher. And the reason behind this, without boring you with the fundamentals, but they're very important, is that the Europeans are deciding to continue to print more money. The insanity continues. But I'm not going to get on my soapbox about that at the moment. I'll reserve that for another point so I can rant and rage about it, because it's just financial suicide. It really is, and is going to do nothing except make the financial collapse that is coming even bigger. It's already started to happen in the background, but again, I'm not going to go on about that. There is a video on the website that shows you the background to all of this, and this is not really the time or place to actually discuss that one. But again, you can see the market moving high. Yellen was speaking last night. I sent out a note to say I wouldn't be trading in the evening session because of her speaking, because the Federal Reserve can't make their minds up whether they're going to increase or decrease rates. But that aside, let's have a look and see what's happened since. Again, the market continues to move higher. We had the market closing above the psychological level here at 16,250, and the market has just driven higher. Another 150 points in the background there, and now the market going into this sideways quiet phase again. So why is I have no idea why the market's doing this. This is a signal at 5:30. This is not valid. 6 a.m. is the 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the pre-market, but yet for the last couple of hours the market's been really quiet. So is it going to become more volatile in the next hour or so? Who knows? But at the moment it's not very tradable at all, because it's fairly quiet, and I would suggest that it may be a case of actually trading this one on paper, as again, like I say, the market's moved sharply on the overnight, 150 points, and now has become quiet, and there's a potential signal there. So it might be worth a paper trade. Watch how that one unfolds. It needs an increase in volatility, and that may come around in about 5 or 10 minutes with the German market opening. In the daily charts, you can see the market drove through that figure that I put in yesterday, 16,273. Again, look at the video in the additional training section, show you why that was important, and why it stopped the market from moving higher until after the market closed, and the market was able to drive through it. We traded straight up to the 16,390 as well, another one that I drew in yesterday, and that's why the market stopped there at the moment, because it's amazing how you can go into a bigger time frame, look at the market and see why it's struggling. So then that adds a bit more weight to the sell side as opposed to the buy side. So again, just knowing the background of the market actually helps. On the news front, what have we got today? What we're looking for is mainly after 1:30, but just in case there's some interesting things around in the morning session, we've got 9:30, the manufacturing PMI from the UK. That's forecast to come out more or less the same, so that shouldn't make too much of a difference. We've got 3 p.m, we've got the ISM manufacturing. That could have a bit of an impact. It's forecast to be lower, and this is what I say the backdrop is for a global deflation, which is making its way thanks to the slowdown in China. Also note again, this is an absolute pain in the rear. I'm sick and tired of the Federal Reserve wheeling people out to keep pumping the markets up with the rhetoric, but they're doing it again tonight. Williams is speaking. It's low impact. He shouldn't have too much. In fact, hardly anybody knows him. It's Dudley, Fisher and Yellen really that managed to move the markets. But again, this is the desperation of the Federal Reserve at the moment. Like I say, this is not the platform for it. I will save that for another time. But again, just something you've got to keep in mind. At 7:30, if the markets start moving volatile, if the volatility increases around this time, then you'll know exactly what it is. And a quick look at overnight. Let's see what's happening in China, because that's moving the overnight markets. Not a lot. It's moving its way back down. So nothing to shout about there at all at this time. And the volatility levels quite modest as well. So let's see what happens today. I will report back tomorrow in any other videos. I will let you know. And like I say, check out the additional training section of the website. There's another one being posted as I record this one. I shall speak to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.